Welcome to Night of the Living Geeks. If you geek out over it, we've got a podcast for it.
Wildflower, hear me roar, call through the valley, curse forevermore.
Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of Tornado Tag Radio here on NOTLG.com. Episode 175, 25 away from the big 200. We are going to talk about 205 Live, NXT. We are going to talk about a classic match. We watched Taz versus Sabu, the grudge match of the century from Barely Legal 1997. We have a slew of news and some other stuff. We got a bunch of questions and some hot takes. Hot takes aplenty, but before we get to that, my name is John, and joining me, as she does every week, is the typhoon to my earthquake, Marianne.
Hi! You called me an earthquake, and that was what I was going to open up with, was the fact that I went to an Earthquakes game on Wednesday.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Excellent. Man, with their segues before even knowing. It was my first time in their new stadium. And it's banging. Have you been to Avaya Stadium?
Very nice stadium. No, I have not been.
It's so fucking nice. It's so nice. Like, outdoor bar, and then, like, they have this whole section where it's, like, you basically can just wander around while the game is going on.
Yeah.
And they have, like, a whole section of just food trucks, and it's just amazing. We won. I got drunk. I ate a pretzel. I hugged Tommy Thompson, and all of this I did not have to pay for.
Nice.
So...
very cool.
Yeah, it was just free fun all around, and Tommy Thompson, despite having the most unfortunate name, is one of my favorite players. So
awesome.
He wasn't playing, and I was walking. I went with Z-Dog, Mike Zapian, and two of his old coworkers that I'm friends with, and one of his coworkers works at a Starbucks where all of the players go.
Oh, cool.
And so he's friends with all the players.
Nice.
And so Vaco, who's one of the players, got him tickets. And Vaco scored twice, I think, in that game. It ended up being 4-3.
Yeah.
And he scored twice. It was great. Number 11. Way to go. But he ended up getting us free tickets. And it was awesome. And, like, we were just walking around, like, with our beers and our pretzels and stuff. And I was literally just talking about how adorable Tommy Thompson is. And then he was, like, right there. And Raul, like, threw me under the bus. And I was like, we were just talking about you. And I'm like, I can't hit on this guy. He's 24 years old. That's way too young. But yeah, it was so much fun. I got to see Wando, and I met Nick Lima. And it was just, like, it was so much fun. Like, and it's the type of atmosphere where everywhere, no matter where you are, you're close. Like, we were sitting in section 11, row 11, and my friend Katie was sitting in seat 11.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was insane. But it was just, like, and you could just go straight to, like, the VIP area and just, like, stand where, like, all the people with the drums and the flags and stuff are. It was fucking awesome. I hadn't been to the new stadium, and it was really fun. And I definitely want to go again. And it's like a fun atmosphere regardless. And it was a lot of people there too. It was great. I'm like, oh, these people are here for my sport. Please like my sport.
Yes, please like my sport.
Yeah. That's a classic John saying.
Yes, it is.
Please like my sport.
Yes, indeed.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Holiday weekend coming up. We've got All In tomorrow. I'm going to watch it in the privacy of my room by myself. You know. Like all good Pro-Grap fans do.
In their rooms by themselves. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy going on here. I mean, we were at Disneyland last week. That was last week.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, we went to Disneyland.
It was hot as balls.
It was very hot, yes. Yes, indeed it was. But that's pretty much all that's going on here. So let's get into this. Let's just run down some Raw and SmackDown notes. Just some is it news of noteworthy? I don't know what it is.
Don't hurt yourself.
Some noteworthy news items. There we go. Woof. We got through it, folks. So Raw, Trish Stratus came back and slapped Elias. So that's fun because she's got that match with one Alexa Bliss.
You just made the list!
And, yeah, that was the whole thing that happened. And then Braun apparently is a heel now and is friends with Ziggles and Drew.
Why?
I have no idea. I think it is just the enemy of my enemy is my friend or something like that because of the Shield. They just beat up all members of the Shield who apparently are not wearing matching gear anymore. They're just like wearing whatever they've been wearing.
Well, that's what Dean, except Dean just wears like a random vest.
I've seen him without...
Dean does whatever he wants.
Yeah, that seems like what's going on right now. SmackDown, let's see. King Booker made a return and did a segment with the 5-time champs, The New Day. It was fun. I watched it. It was pretty funny. It was good stuff. And Becky Lynch, who,
You just made the list!
beat the shit out of Charlotte again, and everyone cheered. And then she called her a bitch, and everyone cheered some more. This is good
Becky's
stuff.
a heel.
She's a heel, though, guys. She's the heel. 205 Live! Let's talk about 205. What a banger of a 205 Live. And by a banger, I mean just the main event. Actually, the first match was fine. But anyways, we open the show with our favorite... would he be fun Uncle Drake Maverick? I don't want to call him a dad. He's a fun
You don't want to
uncle.
call him a funkle?
A funkle. He's a funkle, right?
I don't know what he is. I feel like he's like your oldest cousin.
Yes. Cousin Drake.
I feel like he's like the oldest cousin that's like there's like a large age gap in between
Oh yeah, definitely.
you and the rest of them. And so he's like, I'm going to sit at the grown-ups table, so I dress appropriately.
Yeah.
That cousin. Yeah.
So, I mean, Drake comes out, runs down the show for us, and, it's great.
He did a Colin Delaney name shout-out, an extremely cute shout-out.
There you go. Good shout-out there.
Hyping up the main event like we didn't basically see it last week. How many combinations of these two teams are we going to see before we forget?
Well, I mean, we'll get to the main event.
We'll get to it. It was banging, but still.
First match was the Brian Kendrick versus Akira Tozawa. This match was fun. It was a fun match.
Brian Kendrick came out just walking in and talking, and
I
realized
I didn't like it.
Not only have I never seen him wear the same pants twice,
Yes.
his character is 50% midlife crisis and 50% aspiring cult leader. He talks like the liberal arts professor that smokes with his students on breaks.
Oh man, that's perfect. And one Jack Gallagher is his student who got knocked the fuck out.
And it was hilarious. He
was
toppled
good stuff.
over I don't even know what to describe him as.
It was
But
good.
Still.
I think the match overall was fun. These Tozawa suicide dives, I think, are the best suicide dives I've seen.
Yeah, except he wants to land on his shoulders.
Or his head. Goodness.
Yeah, he landed in the crook of his shoulder. I was like, "Oh, bro, what are you doing? No, stop!"
Goodness gracious. We had a Bud Murph and T Nice promo, which I promptly skipped. I might have fallen asleep, but I feel like I skipped it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Hideo Itami versus a local talent.
Man, do I gotta watch this? I guess I do.
No, you didn't have to. You should have just... Well, I mean, there was one thing that we needed to...
Well, the local talent, my note is, if you're gonna do weird hair, bro, you gotta commit.
Yeah.
None of this dark facial hair and neon head stuff. Warped Tour is done.
Yes, for R.I.P. Warped Tour.
It's from first to last a band again, because I feel like he would be a part of that band if he was in that band.
I'm not sure if they are or not. I don't know.
Because isn't... Anyways, he's evil.
Yes.
But I still don't care.
Oh no, Hideo Itami's very evil.
Very evil.
And he's beating up the local talent a whole bunch, and then...
He did that last week, though. We did the same thing last week.
The same exact thing, and he did that to the man who finally got his badge and gun back. It's Hot Cop, Mustafa Ali.
You just made the list!
He's back, and he's ready to fight evil. He's well rested. He got a lot of sleep.
Ready to fight some hoodlums.
Yes. Was he wearing a suit?
Yes. He wasn't wearing a suit. He was wearing he was definitely semi-formal wedding.
Semi-formal, yeah.
Yeah, semi-formal Mustafa Ali. But yeah, Hideo Itami's I'm evil.
Yeah, he did
Let me say, but I won't believe it until he says, "Looking for this," which is a phrase that only cartoon villains say, and you can only be a real villain if you say it.
That's very true. That is
100%
very
of
true.
villains say that phrase.
So he runs
some
away, and Mustafa Ali is back. We got a Selfric Alexander promo because it was in a selfie
trying
form.
real hard, man.
It was in a selfie form. Get it? Anyway, main event time. Main
Laugh.
event time. Buddy Murphy versus Kalisto. Now, let me tell you, Marianne, this match started off very slow and was kind of boring. But after the good guys got kicked out and the bad guys got kicked out, it was just a one-on-one match between friends, between us squirrel friends.
He says it's a reference to, like, me. Literally
Yes.
just me.
A reference for one. This match
For me. Oh, man.
picked up real good. We got a, I think it picked up around the time we got a reverse Rana and then into a short Rana.
Which was so unnecessary, but so cool.
Oh,
and
man.
so professional wrestling.
It was great. We got the old "This is awesome" chant for the 205 Live children. Good shit.
I was watching this and just going, as it went on, I was like, Buddy Murphy is so good.
Yeah, I'm glad they put him in a
So
tag team with the most
fucking
boring
good.
person on earth.
Would you have, like
Never in a
picked
million
that out?
years. No.
Never in a million years, right?
No.
Like, what the fuck? That was like, he came out of nowhere and he's fucking incredible.
Yeah, he's a great
so good.
singles
He's
wrestler.
so well-rounded.
Good
Way
shit.
to go, man.
Very good shit. Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh my god, that super kick.
Did
Holy.
that connect? Because there's
Yeah,
no way it didn't.
he killed him. There's no way.
There's no way. It was great. It was so good.
I also loved the just launching Kalisto at the announce table. Like, it wasn't a move, it was just him pushing him very hardly off the apron.
And forgetting how much Kalisto probably weighs, which is less than me.
Yes.
So,
And then that knee out of the air, that was insane too.
there was, oh my god.
There was so
He,
much
like,
good
juggled
stuff.
him like a soccer ball.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff. We got a holy shit chant too. That was fun. And then I love how he baited Murphy and then monkey flipped him over the barricade. I thought that was
Yeah.
amazing. That
I
was
want
good
to do
stuff.
that to somebody in real life. Bait them and then monkey flip them over something.
You probably could with
At a
enough
bar.
practice.
Fuck yes, I would.
What else? What else do I have here? Oh, they used the count out to their advantage, which I thought was actually I thought they did it pretty well too, where we were both getting counted out and Murphy would roll back in and then
I forgot the rules of wrestling. It happened so many times.
and what else did it? Oh, and then he went to go get the count out win, but Kalisto told him to bring. He's like, "Come beat me up some more." So he did. It was a lot of fun. I actually liked the use of the count out here. I thought that was good stuff. And then I believe I just have Hurricane Rana while coming into the ring. I feel like Murphy was walking or trying to get into the ring, but he got a. Oh no, that's what it was. He was coming through the ropes and he kind of short Rana'd him through the second rope. That was fun.
Yeah. It was like what I've never seen that. He folded him in half.
Yeah, it was
insane. I was like, he can Rana wherever the fuck he wants, apparently.
Very true. Very true. We also got we got a weight limit chant, but I mean we got a 205 live chant, which is great. The crowd was fucking into this, which is always
As they should have been.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
It's great. It's hard not to be. I mean, like that running knee to the face.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, Bud Murph done did a murder.
He did. He fucking killed him.
He killed him. It was insane. Why bother with a finisher when you can just knee him in the face like that? Shit.
Well, he did bother with the finish, and we hit him with Murphy's Law and got the pinfall. And goodness,
It was so good. He killed him so hard. He didn't even wait for a full count
no,
to get off of him.
he just
Did you notice he was
him.
just 1, 2, and then he was already done. He was none more dead.
None more. How much more dead could he be? None more.
None more dead.
None more dead. NXT, Marianne, who attack that Aleister Black? That should be the new WWE NXT theme song. It should be sung by, I don't know, Aiden English, but it's got to be a jazzy. There's got to be some snapping fingers in the background. Who attacked that Aleister Black? Who did it? John Boy's here, not me. Johnny Gargano. And he is also a very sad boy, which is also sad.
Sad boy.
And he says he's lost himself. He doesn't know what's left for Johnny Gargano. And he says that he himself became Tommaso Ciampa.
Ciampa.
And he doesn't know what to do. He just doesn't know what to do. Old Bill Regal comes out, and he says, now listen here, Johnny Gargano. I could do better, but I won't.
You could do better.
But I won't. He says, did you attack that Aleister Black? Which I think might be this might be the name of the episode.
Did you attack that Aleister Black?
Did you attack that Aleister Black? And then Velveteen...
You have to put Aleister.
Aleister. Possibly. The Velveteen Dream is out, and Marianne has a question.
What name is he wearing?
It looked like he was wearing a scarf as suspenders.
I mean, I've seen people use shoelaces when they're too poor to have a belt.
Yeah.
But honey, also he was wearing like a floral, stretchy book cover on his head.
Yes, he was. Oh my God, yes. Wow. The stretchy book cover. My God.
I mean, I only used to get like one or two for the school year, and then I had to use paper bags for the rest. But you use it wherever you want, man.
Yeah.
I don't judge. I mean, but apparently tonight should be about the dream. And I mean, what nights aren't about dreams?
I don't know.
Dreaming dreams.
All
them Velveteen dreams.
Every dream is a Velveteen dream. If you dream hard enough. I mean, yeah.
Man.
I'm trying to find, because this is the second to third time you have made this reference in the notes. I'm gonna find a sound clip of I like chicken nuggets and can shoot threes. Let's go. Gargano's.
I like chicken nuggets and I can shoot threes. Let's go.
So, John Boy tells the Dream after he calls him Johnny Failure that he's good to go, and Velveteen Dream is sent to the office. He's in trouble, and next week are going to get Gargano versus a Velveteen Dream.
And so continues making storylines make sense.
Yeah, there we go.
Matches, man.
Next up, we had Dakota Kai.
You just made the list!
This is probably the most I've hit the button in a while. This is...
Really?
My goodness, what's happening? For me, not for you.
Yeah, I know.
Versus Aaliyah.
Her gear is fire emoji.
Yes, is very, very cool. I believe
her gear makes the list, man.
Oh, all right.
You just made the list!
The match was fine. I really don't have a lot of notes. I mean, Aaliyah's improving. She looks better and better every time we see her.
Exactly. I liked her the first time I saw her. I was like, is like, you can tell when you look at some people like that they're fast learners.
Yes.
And she did some time on the indies as well.
Yeah.
So she's like fully dedicating herself.
Finish felt a little out of nowhere, but not in a good way out of nowhere. It was just a little meh to me, but
not a Randy Orton out of nowhere.
No. It was fine other than that. So we're getting William Regal with, I think it's a lawyer. I don't know.
I don't know.
We're getting William Regal with some guy, and he is interviewing people.
It should be the police, so I know it's real.
Yeah, right. It should actually be the legitimate police or hot cop Mustafa Ali.
I know it's real.
You just made the list.
Or honestly, let's be real. It should be Breezango.
Oh!
Could you imagine? How is this not an angle right now?
How is it not?
That would be so great. Actually, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Aleister Black wears all black, and you can't fuck up black when it comes to fashion.
Breezango would find out who attacked Aleister Black in under 10 minutes.
You think so?
I'm just tweeting that right now. And Aleister is A-L-I-E-S...
No, E-I.
E-I. Aleister.
It'll correct you.
It's not correcting me. This is very upsetting.
That it's E before I?
That it's not correcting me.
No, it is E before I, though.
Who attacked that Aleister Black? It has been tweeted.
And I shall retweet promptly.
I'll let the internet do its thing, which is not do anything with my tweets. Anyway.
Follow John Pingle at JP Thrice.
Let's see. So, the Forgotten Sons are in William Regal's office, and he has... I could not stop staring at the brass knuckles, like, on a podium, or...
I don't know what that was. I'm sorry, because I feel like you added that note in there, assuming that I would know.
Like,
and I don't.
No. I'm just like, I don't know what it was. I was just so shocked. It was like, it was sitting on like a velvet trophy stand. That's what it, there we go.
You don't put fucking evidence like that in plain air where plebes can breathe on it.
Very true. Very true.
You idiots.
So basically what happens is the Forgotten Sons go, "Oh, thanks for remembering about us, Dad."
Even though our name inquires that we should be forgotten.
That we have been forgotten, yes. So next week they're going to get a tag team match, and they said, "Look, we didn't see anything." And he's like, "All right, fine." EC3 hath...
You can't just believe him like that, Bill.
I mean, yeah.
What the fuck?
EC3 hath been attacked, and then we get another one of these William Regal interview things with Nikki Cross. We find out
straight garbage.
We find out that she was on the roof, and she says she knows who did it, but naturally she says nothing.
Well, she says a lot of things, but none of them are what the answer is. And also, she's like not even convincingly crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you need to give someone that has a character like hers boundaries. Otherwise, it'll become a mess. Because then they're like, well, I'm crazy, anything goes. Because you have to, crazy is not a, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Speaking as a crazy person, it's not like a one note type thing. You can't just do a bunch of weird shit and be like, I'm crazy, you know, like you have to, like, crazy is not, it can be organized.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Dean Ambrose is crazy, but
yes. He has boundaries,
functional levels of crazy. She is needs to be, like, admitted to a hospital. Like,
right.
A homeless person crazy. Like, she's too much. And then there's times where she's functional. It's like you have to find a balance and not just you're clearly improvising the whole thing.
Right.
And we can tell you were improvising it because you knocked the phone off the fucking desk and it wasn't even connected. You know that scene in the IT crowd where she's pretending to talk on the phone?
Yeah.
The phone's not even plugged in?
Yes.
That shit.
Like, that level.
You need to have boundaries with your improv. Come on. That being said, Bianca Belair handled that pretty well.
Yes, she did. She handled that very well.
I mean, I think she would handle everything well.
Very true.
She looks like she's seen some shit.
Next up, we had Raul Mendoza versus EC3. Did EC3 make it to the match?
He didn't.
So there's our new soundbite. There's our new fun soundbite that I will use as much as possible.
You have to play it again.
He didn't.
So he did not make the match, and he was replaced by one returning well-spoken Lars Sullivan, who says he took out EC3.
Lars Sullivan looks like a bridge troll.
He does, but he's a well-spoken bridge troll.
Yeah.
And, I mean...
He came out and he legit... Did he insinuate that his name is cursed? Yes. Like Voldemort.
I fucking love it.
Like he who shall not be named.
Yes, but you just named him, so...
Because, fuck that, I'm a dark sider, bitch. Yeah, also, well, it's not Curse. Curse makes it sound... Voldemort's name was Jinxed.
Right.
So, god damn it, Lars Sullivan.
Oh, Lars Sullivan just beat the shit out of Raul Mendoza and left. We had a Tommaso Ciampa thing, and hey guys, I really love that Ciampa shirt.
I can't wait for him to start sticking thumbs up butts again.
I mean, who knows? That might happen soon.
Is that still Chuck Taylor's profile picture on Twitter?
I have no idea. I don't think it is.
I have to check because it was for the longest time.
Next up, we had Keith Lee taking on Luke Menzies. Yeah.
What a fuck! Yes, it is. Side note: yes, it is still the Chuck Taylor's picture on his Twitter or his avatar on his Twitter is his facial expression as he's getting a thumb up the butt from Tommaso Ciampa at PWG.
Amazing.
Yes.
Menzies. Get a gimmicked name, brother.
My God, what a standard English hooligan looking motherfucker.
Menzies. Good Goodness gracious.
That's his actual name.
Yes, but I mean, like, Menzies.
Womensies?
That's so terrible.
Girlsies, boysies?
I mean, they have a dude named Oni Lorcan on the roster. They couldn't give this guy a last name?
Well, that's Biff's own fault.
Very true. Very true. This was a bit of a squash. We got a spirit bomb, my God, and Keith Lee gets a victory. In 2 weeks, though, we will have the return of Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan.
I miss my Biff baby.
Very excited for them to come back and start building up steam. They need a tag team name, though.
I miss my black-eyed space prince.
What
Not
would
Kylo
you,
Ren, the other one.
What
Biff
would
Busick.
you? What tag name would you give these guys?
I don't fucking know, man.
All right, moving on.
Well, they're just two, like, they just headbutt people and they're both bald, right?
Yes. Oh, were you not going anywhere with that? Was that just, that's it?
I literally, like, that's just my only, my observation for that is just that.
Ugh, speaking of shaved and bald heads, I think I was out in the sun too long today. Ow.
John,
I think I got
did you OD on that vitamin D?
I think I got a sunburn on my head. Oh, well. Main event time. We have Ricochet, the North American NXT champion guy, and Pete Dunne taking on the most boring team of all time of Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. They should just be called Melatonin. I was Kyle O'Reilly was like, I'm ready to fight, and Adam Cole's like, no man, I gotta bore these people to death.
And I was like, why would you do that? Kyle O'Reilly has the most charisma out of all of them.
Very true.
He does.
No, this was a very good match. I like this match.
It was fucking fantastic, but also, thanks a lot, Trevor. Now we have to watch Adam Cole.
Yeah, god damn it.
Fuck, I hate how proud I am of that dipshit.
I will say, next time you talk to him, please tell him I said, and I quote, he wears his belt, therefore he is the greatest wrestler.
I'll take a picture of it and send it to him right now. But also, yeah, I'm so proud of that idiot. We'll get to the Bola stuff later, but my whole reasoning for just Bola not being any fun this year, I'm blaming it like on Trevor. It's Trevor Mann's fault. Trevor Mann, Ricochet Man.
Ricochet Man. That should have been his fucking name. God damn it. That would have been so funny and so dumb. And I would, if there was a shirt that said Ricochet Man, I would have bought the fuck out of that. It would have sold one shirt to me, but I would have bought it. And if anyone made fun of me, I would just beat the shit out of them.
Ricochet Man with 2 N's.
Yes, of course. And I feel like the Ricochet would have to be super tiny on the top, and it's sitting on like a big stone slab that says MANN in the middle of the shirt.
A giant stone slab.
Fuck yeah. Ricochet Man. I fucking love it.
I'm still laughing and it hurts.
Oh. This just in. People are loving the Breezango tweet.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you helped me out there. I got the Marianne the Bujo bump.
The Bujo bump.
Hashtag Bujo bump. So let's see, what do we got here? This match was fun. It was a lot of fun. I mean, we make fun of Adam Cole and Roderick Strong, but they are very talented pro graps boys.
Yeah, I think people need to understand that we make fun of Adam Cole, but
he is a good wrestler. He is a very good wrestler.
It's because it's so easy.
Yeah.
Like in my friend group, like Adam Cole, oh my god. Adam Cole is the George Costanza of NXT.
Oh my god.
He's like I'm the Adam Cole of my friend group. I am the George Costanza of my friend group. I'm so easy to make fun of.
Wow.
You know, and I just willingly admit it, but I mean, like,
there you go.
Who knows?
What do we got here? We got, some fun backbreakers. Roderick Strong with a very nice drop kick, I will say.
Yeah. Also, he clotheslined him so fucking hard. What the fuck?
Yeah, my God. My goodness. And I was very ready for this this Peter hot tag, and we got it. It was great.
Yeah.
We got an X-Plex. We got a bunch of cool stuff. We got
when did Peter get flippy?
He's always been a little flippy. I mean, but also we're used to seeing him work as a heel and not getting hot tags. So
that is true.
We don't really get to see Flippy Boy Peter a lot.
Flippy Boy Peter.
Let's see. What do we got here? We got the last shot, and that was basically the end of the match. And the War Raiders came out, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna punch you guys in the face," but they didn't.
He didn't.
All right, Marianne, we're gonna take a trip. Oh my God, how long ago was this? Was this almost 31 years? No, 21 years.
No, how dare you?
21 years ago.
My brother was 1.
21 years ago to barely legal Extreme Championship Wrestling's
My brother was barely alive.
very first. That's a different pay-per-view. ECW's very first pay-per-view. This was one of the main events of the evening, and it was dubbed the grudge match of the century. These two, Marianne, did not touch for 1 full year. They were just talking shit and trying to punch each other, but it never happened.
I would be more impressed if they lived together or some shit where it would be way harder of accomplishment. But right now,
yeah,
we didn't touch for a full year. Okay, cool. On your working schedule, that's perfectly normal.
Yeah. Yes.
Should I? Congratulations.
All right. Let's see here. We had Team Taz coming out. That was all of the ECW trainees. And we had Sabu didn't even wait for the bell. He just jumped in there.
Yeah, he didn't even have music. He literally was already there.
He has music, but I mean, we're trying to build up that this is a grudge match, so he got to jump on in there because he wants to punch that dude. I got some questions. Is this your first time seeing Taz or Sabu?
I have. Whoa, I am not even caught up on these down here. I've seen Taz, but not Sabu.
What Taz match have you seen? Was it a match I made you watch?
Yes, but I don't remember what it was, but I know I have.
Huh, okay. And you hadn't seen Sabu. So these
No.
two are in their prime.
My notes for Sabu, 6 shiny green pants.
There you go.
6 shiny green pants, dog.
ECW Arena, how did you like the look and feel of it? Do you want me to say my comment, or...
Yes.
I said, look at all the tucked-in shirts and jerseys and oversized shirts, you fucking dorks.
My note, fucking gimmick infringement. My sole purpose on this podcast is to provide superficial insight and judgment to this shit.
All right.
What am I even here for right now, John, if you're going to do my job for me?
You're right. I apologize.
I'm here to get you retweets.
There you go. That's what you're here for.
But on that note, you're right, completely.
Yes.
Also, it is very much like a close-knit, well-sold indie show.
Almost kind of looks like NXT a little bit, right? Like a little smaller NXT.
Because the lights are on.
Very true. Very true.
It's better. It's just I can't stand the all black. It just bothers me.
Yeah.
It's almost reminds me of like an AIW show.
Okay.
Or just a show that's a well filled out, brightly lit show, or a show that's the lights are still on, which is AIW shows. The lights are generally still on.
Yes.
So it's that's what it reminded me of. I'm like, oh, this is some indie shit. I'm way quicker to get into the mood for indie shit than I am for anything else. So, yeah.
I would say, let's see, what else? There's a guy in the background just clapping his hands and dancing. Did you see that guy?
Yes, and I identify so hard.
He was great. I will say, this match was a lot sloppier than I remember, but also it's a grudge match and a brawl, so I guess that's fine.
And it's only been 5 minutes, and there's already fucking blood.
Oh yeah,
I'm on board
with those cross faces just beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, and that clothesline. What the fuck?
Holy
was that?
fucking shit!
He caught him.
Yeah, he got him.
Was, paused in midair, some Matrix shit going on with that clothesline. It was weird.
He got him real bad. There's one thing I want to mention, and I've noticed this with every time I watched it ever since the the first viewing. One of my favorite parts of this match is watching Bill Alfonso.
Okay.
If you look at him and you listen to him during the entire match, you can see what's coming.
Yes, well, you already knew what was coming. I did because of your notes, but Bill Alfonso gives me gross guy vibes.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's
Like,
you're 100%.
Like he's a nerd with too much power and responsibility.
Oh no.
And he has a bow tie that's like just an elastic band with a bow on it.
Yeah.
Like you are given too much power here. You live in your mother's basement.
Like, I mean, the whole thing, he's like, what is he saying? He's like, he's still alive. He's Sabu. He's telling me Sabu. And he's like, come on, Sabu. Come on. You've got him.
I just got it as he got like, well, I knew what was coming, but also you can look at it as like, he is a feud monger.
Yeah. And I mean,
and also he is legitimately like just a fan in the audience.
Yeah.
Is the way he was behaving.
And Joey was doing his best to be like, oh, he's trying to get under his skin, but it's kind of like, if you just listen to him, you can hear what he's saying. Let's see what else we got. What else, Marianne? How did you feel about the match just in general? I already know. I kind of said how I feel about it.
It was definitely sloppy, but definitely reminded me of big indie match feels.
Yeah.
Not saying that indie matches are sloppy.
Right.
But you know what I mean? It was the atmosphere itself kind of added to the hecticness of it being a brawl.
Yeah.
So it was, because I don't think it would have looked as sloppy if it was in a different type of venue. But because the venue itself was sloppy, it adds to it.
Right.
And I don't use the term sloppy in a bad way.
Right.
Sloppy Joes are delicious.
I can confirm. What do you think of Taz's suplexes, aka Tazplexes?
They're fucking ugly.
Like you didn't like them?
No, like it was like he picks them up and he just kind of like just throw him backwards.
Yeah, I mean, I have a note that just says all of Taz's suplexes look gross.
Yeah, they do.
Not like in they are not performed correctly. Just like when people land, it's just like, oh god.
You could feel the crunch.
Yeah, the head and arm Taz. Like, it's so funny. There's a section of this match that I could probably call move for move. Like, I could just start remembering like what was going to happen next. And I just love anybody who does a bunch of different variations on a suplex. I love it. Marianne, I love it.
I love it so much.
I mean, Taz wins via Taz mission. And I think this might have been one of the first times I saw somebody else use someone else's finish on them.
The Taz mission he did, it looked just like a sibling headlock where you're getting like a noogie from your older brother.
Yeah, it wasn't it didn't look very good. I mean, there are some very good Taz missions. There's actually another match where he gets the Taz mission. It's these two again, and he gets the Taz mission onto, or was it Shane Douglas? I can't remember. There's a table set up in the corner, Marianne, and he does the Taz mission, and then he suplexes him while holding on to the Taz mission.
No way.
It's fucking disgusting. Taz mission plex. It's gross. You could actually do the Taz mission plex in, I want to say, one of the WWE THQ games.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucking cool. It was good stuff. But anyway, we get the double team. I got a whole lot of respect for you, Sabu. Anytime you want to do it again, let's do it. And he shakes his hand. RVD's out.
I was like, I know what's coming, but also 3 cheers for good sportsmanship.
Yes, we get RVD. We get the double team. I love that the table broke before they could put Taz through it.
Like, why? Did he actually move, or did he trip over the top rope? Because it looked like he went up there and then he was just like wearing a shit face and then tripped over the top rope.
He did a little of both, basically.
Oh my god. And he just happened to land in the right place.
Yeah, basically. We got the double cross. You have some notes on this.
Well, I just have to say, RVD, I said this last time our classic match was an RVD match. I think that was the first classic match we had. Why does he have to dress like a fruit roll-up?
I don't
Like,
know.
Taking inspiration from the most 90s things I can think of, which would be fruit roll-ups, yin-yang patterns, and those plastic bottles that you would fill with layered colored sand to trick your kids into thinking they were artistic.
Yeah.
Do you know which ones I'm talking about?
Yes.
If you look at him from a distance, that's just like one of those bottles with arms and legs is like, and a joint is like RVD. So I don't know. That outfit though, way to be remembered. Shit.
And yeah, we get the double cross. He bet all of his money on Sabu.
Wait until he finds out wrestling isn't real.
Oh boy! And then we get my favorite RVD.
He's a fucking mark. He's a giant mark. That's what he is.
My God, he RVD ends it by saying, "I love to work Mondays," and that's some good shit right there.
It reminds me of when Trevor Lee does his "I'm a TNA superstar"
Oh God, yes.
thing. That's what I thought of. I was like, inspiration, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. So next week, Marianne, I held off on a Dean Malenko match
Why would you do that to me? You know I want to watch a Dean Malenko
because
match.
I heard Ultimo Dragon on Talk is Jericho say that his match with Dean Malenko from Starrcade 1996 is one of his favorite matches of all time. So we're going to watch that. Very
Excellent.
excited to revisit that.
I sent a picture to Trevor, and I just said facts, to be honest, and I took a picture of that and just underlined it.
Perfect. Please let me know what he says.
I will.
News.
Give me some news. Give me that news.
So the news, hey, All In's tomorrow. Are you going to watch All In, Marianne?
No.
All right, I will, by myself, as I stated earlier, in my room. I'm excited. We'll see. Somebody asked me what match I was looking forward to, and I said, honestly, I'm looking forward to the Stephen Amell Christopher Daniels match.
That sounds like it would be hilarious.
I want to see what they're going to do. I'm excited for this, so we'll see what's going to go on with that. Breaking news from today, Sammy Guevara is replacing the injured Travis Banks in Bola.
I was surprised Sammy Guevara wasn't in Bola to begin with.
I was too, honestly.
But I also just found out that the Travel Lodge / affectionately known as the Porno Lodge isn't there anymore. So the hotel that I would stay at for Bola isn't there. So my desire has diminished greatly.
Uh-oh.
Because I have such great memories there.
Yeah.
And it's just an experience of itself. Because it was just like a little apartment complex that looked like a porno was shot there. Definitely there was. I'm not even going to speculate if there was or not. There was.
There's probably the Hojo,
with like dolphin,
too.
like light up dolphins like shooting, and it's just like attached to a Denny's. But I'm just gonna blame all of this on Ricochet getting signed.
Wow.
Because the last time I stayed there was the last time I would have breakfast with Ricochet every time there was at Bola's.
Well,
we would eat together.
Well, I mean, there's that Howard Johnson
hang out
down
with
the
it's
street.
fucking his fault. I'm like, I can't fucking. What is happening? This is not fair. Like, and I just found out, and I was like, where am I going to stay now? Why? This is not even worth it. This is like half the trip is just staying at that hotel and walking past fucking like Zack Sabre Jr. baking on the sidewalk.
Well, there is that Howard Johnson right down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is there.
But are they going to let like Zack Sabre Jr. just walk around?
Is Zack Sabre Jr. even gonna be
I
at
was
Bola?
just thinking that as the question left my mouth.
I don't even know everyone that is going to be at the Battle of Los Angeles, which is not true.
The only person I care about is Dan Barry, who's not even wrestling. He's wrestling for bar wrestling.
Oh yeah, I might have to go to one of the bar wrestlings.
Yes, I want to go. I want to go see Dan Barry wrestle, and also obviously Chris Brooks. But Dan Barry is just sweet angel man. Jim Cornette hates him.
Whatever.
Jim Cornette hates all of my favorite wrestlers.
I am. I'm very excited to return to Bola, to not only PWG but to Bola.
You saw it? You went to one at the Globe Theater, right?
No, I have not been yet.
You haven't? Oh my god, this is going to be just a new experience altogether. Holy shit! But
I'm excited.
I'm just bummed that it's not the Porno Lodge isn't there. I'm really bummed because I liked that hotel. It was very just. There's like a little gift shop and like it was attached to a Denny's and like I just have such fun memories. Like,
Great
no,
time.
it sucks.
Oh well.
Bummer. You know who we should have replaced Travis Banks in Bola?
Who?
Skipping to another note, Neville.
Oh yes. So Neville has officially left the WWE. His contract was frozen for a while, but he is officially guaranteed his release as of it
yesterday
was
being it
Tuesday?
was 2 days ago.
Wednesday.
I wrote that note yesterday.
So The rumors are he will probably be at All In. So we will see if that's actually going to be another rumor I read, but I don't want to get into it because I already got into it with literally everyone in our.
I already got into it, but I'm going to get into it right now.
Our little Facebook group. I read a rumor that CM Punk said that he turned down a full offer, quote unquote, to compete at All In. So, anyway,
do you give a shit though, John?
Not really. I already got in. If you want to see me get into it with people on, just go look
about
at
CM Punk. I am so close to selling both of my CM Punk shirts.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of over it. Anyway,
like I need like taco money more than I need those shirts.
Yeah, need a cheesy gordita crunch for sure.
No, fuck that. No, loaded potato griller.
All right, fair enough. Anyway.
Dude, you had the caramel apple freeze.
Whoa. No, I haven't.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes, there is a caramel apple freeze. I haven't had it yet because they just got out of watermelon freeze season.
Oh my god, I might have to go drive and get one of those.
Yeah, I haven't had it yet. I was going to get one drunkenly on Wednesday after the Earthquakes game, but I wasn't even paying for my food. Why did I not get one?
I don't know. All right, let's get through this. Kevin Owens might be a Paul Heyman guy when he gets back. Okay, whatever. There was a tweet going around, Marianne, that was asking people for their hottest wrestling takes, and we asked our listeners, and this is what they had to say.
I love this. I love that this was a thing.
Eddie said, Trish Stratus was never a great wrestler. She just tried harder than most of the models that the WWE had disguised at wrestlers at the time. My God, the more I think about it, yeah, that's probably true. I don't.
But the fact that trying harder is, yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with trying harder.
So we're saying one day Mandy Rose could be Trish Stratus.
Oh boy, I don't know.
What if?
What if? Nick, NXT is so much better than Raw and SmackDown that most wrestlers should refuse a call-up unless it's to 205 Live. Holy...
I'll cut off my... If you want to call me up, I'll cut off my legs so I weigh 205 pounds.
Holy guacamole. That is insane. And he also has another hot take that says, if you think Becky Lynch is a heel, you should just stop watching altogether. Well...
Nick is just full of hot takes. I feel like when I looked at this, I was like, John's going to ask me what my hot take is. And
no, not.
Because I can't even think of one, because literally every episode of this show is me just firing out a hot take. Like, my existence is a hot take.
Friend of the show, Richard. Well, everyone's friends of the show, but hello, Richard. Richard said AJ Lee should be wrestling. I didn't apparently put the whole thing there. Anyway, AJ Lee should be wrestling at Evolution because she deserves to be a part of this new era of women's wrestling. Also, so CM Punk can get butthurt, file for divorce, and die a sad, lonely UFC cosplayer. Oh boy. My God.
Damn, Richard.
Richard with the hot takes. God damn.
Oh, damn.
That is scorching. But not as scorching as this one. M.A. Sokol says, Kota Ibushi is boring. Oh my God. I read that and I about fell out of my chair. Mike, you're going to have to elaborate on that for me. I'm going to need more.
I'm gonna need some backup evidence for this opinion of yours.
Holy moly, I disagree with that so much, but I await to hear what he has to say.
Mine would just be that Penta is boring.
Penta versus Kenny Omega tomorrow at All In.
I think that the Lucha Bros are boring.
You have said that
multiple times, and every time I see them and everybody freaks out, if I have to hear a Zero Miedo chant, I will punch a baby in the face.
Goodness gracious.
I cannot stand it. I'm over them. I was never even into them.
Oh boy. Well, I will be watching him tomorrow face Kenny Omega. I'm excited to see that. All right, let's get into these questions here. Eddie asks, is there any promotion you've been meaning to get into watching but have just never had the time? He says he used to be a huge Dragon Gate fan. Eddie, have you met our friend Dan? But he just has not had the time to get them back into the rotation. I would honestly have to say for me, Eddie, let's see. I mean, literally every promotion. I haven't watched Progress in months. But I think for me, the promotion I want to get into is I want to get into CMLL or AAA. I feel like my lack of lucha wrestling in my rotation is not good. I'd also like to watch Crash. There's a couple of, I would just say a bunch of lucha promotions that I would like to watch. Marianne?
I barely have time to even watch the stuff that we do now.
My God.
I'm not wrong.
My God, it's very true. All right.
I would go if I had time to just freeze. I would just redo all of Chikara.
Yeah, you know what? That's another promotion.
That promotion keeps me young.
As we record right now, King of Trios is happening.
Really?
Yes, it is happening right now.
I figured that they would douchily book King of Trios the same weekend as Bola, like they do.
No, they didn't this time. I mean, technically, Bola is you. Oh my God, is Bola next week?
Bola's 2 weeks from now.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Holy.
Yeah, you're scaring me.
Moly.
You're the level-headed one in this friendship. Don't be wigging out. You already live down there. I still have to figure shit out.
All right. Calvin asks.
All right. On the 80s.
Calvin asks, will Impact's shows in Mexico City help their brand with the AAA fans? I think so, if it's booked right. And from everything I've heard.
It's booked right, but I don't think it'll do much.
Well, from what I've heard, I mean, Impact has been, and from what I've seen, Impact has improved. So, I mean, I'm sure it'll help their brand a little bit, especially if you put all of the luchadors over. So, Kevin asks, or he doesn't ask, well, he kind of asks.
Yeah, he does.
He asks. He's asking.
He inquires.
He inquires. Ciampa tweeted yesterday that he wants to stay in NXT forever. Do you think there's a chance in hell that he doesn't ever get moved up / ruined by creative? That kind of is a loaded question, I feel. But, Kevin, do I think there's a chance in hell he doesn't ever get moved up? Yeah, maybe because he gets released, but I don't see that happening. Do I think they'll ruin him? I don't know. I mean, he's kind of a straightforward kind of heel.
I feel like there's a lot of... I get confused about NXT talent moving up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I feel like I've seen it all before.
Right.
So I'm like, if you move it... Because NXT is a small pond kind of thing. You can afford to have a more subdued personality.
Right.
And then you have to really blow it out once you get to main roster. But some people, their personalities on NXT, you can't blow them up.
Right.
It'll ruin them.
Right.
So it's like, sometimes I'm like, what is he going to bring to it?
I hear that.
Other that we haven't already seen character-wise.
Yeah.
Because I know that my habit when watching, also because my habit is that in order to become accustomed to things, I compare them to things I've already seen.
Yeah.
And so I don't want that to happen. But I mean, that's where half of my jokes come from, is just comparisons.
Right.
It's not even... Still, it's like sometimes I'm like, Ciampa is great where he is now, but what is he going to be the same caliber of interesting and unique if he's on the main roster?
True. I mean, I guess
that question, like literally everyone they call up.
I mean, time will tell. This next question I want to keep very brief because I know we could talk about it for a very long time. Wendell says, 12-year-old NXT superfan Izzy has a wrestling match and gets chokeslammed, sparking serious... Oh, not only did she get chokeslammed, apparently she's just taken bumps and also won a championship, but that's besides the point. Sparking serious debate regarding young girls taking hard bumps like that. Chelsea Green and Lance Storm don't like it, but Joey Ryan has debated in favor of it. Young preteens and teens have been in the ring before. Kenny Omega with 9-year-old Haruka. Oh, my goodness. Say it. Haruka. Oh, goodness. Wow. Goodness me. TJP. I've heard of him, and I'm just wasting time because... There we go.
You just made the list!
TJP at age 13, Paige at age 13.
TJP still looks like he's 13 sometimes.
Fair enough, very true. What are your thoughts about Izzy doing this, and should there be an age limit? Now, let's... I know it's
we
going to
know
be
my
hard.
thoughts on Izzy.
I know it's going to be hard, yeah. So let's just take the Izzy aspect out of this and just go, should there be an age limit? Marianne, do you have anything?
I think that there should be, or if there needs to be like an experience limit. Because legally you're not even supposed to be wrestling that young.
No, but I mean, if you have, like anything, if you have parent permission from both parents, then from both your guardians, then you're good to go.
Yeah, and you have to have like tons of paperwork to go with that.
And
because,
despite what we think of,
and also
these-
we know that Izzy's parents just love attention.
Yes.
And so that's why it happened, because her parents are trash.
I mean, yes, I don't
I hate
disagree.
her mom. Like, she's just such a camera. She's just such a camera.
They all
whore.
are.
Like,
Every single one of them are. So
I can't stand it. Remember, you used to get mad at me because I was like that. She looks like a brat because she is a brat.
yeah.
Like, I don't like that little girl, and I don't care. You guys are like, she's a little girl. I'm like, I don't give a shit. She can still be a bitch and be 12.
Fair.
Like,
Now she has her own shirts. But anyway, so you think
bullshit.
there should
Buy
be
a
an age limit?
legitimate indie wrestling. Why did not enough people buy meet and greet tickets to meet Trent and Chuck?
I don't
They
know.
were bitching about that today, and I'm really upset that people wouldn't want to give money to those two to have a ridiculous conversation because it's worth it.
I agree.
Yet you give fucking money to that dumb bitch.
Whew. So, do I think there should be an age limit? Sure, but I think she's right around it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not. This is more of like I
think
don't
she's
know.
getting to the age where she can start to have influence in her own decisions.
It just seems like man, I don't know. It just seems like a bad idea. I mean, we hear about the two success stories of TJP and Paige wrestling at younger ages, but I'm sure there are some horror stories.
Paige grew up in that atmosphere. TJP is just a sociopath.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to even just argue the point on that. Like,
so I mean,
he's way too suspiciously what's the word I'm looking for? Ambitious.
yeah.
Like he's way too successful. Like, just there's this suspicious. You're an alien, TJ. Theodore.
All right, let's wrap this up here. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Just search Tornado Tag Radio.
You can follow me on Twitter at Sailor Moonsalt, and you can follow John on Twitter
at JP Thrice. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, and now Spotify. Just search Tornado Tag Radio. Rate and review us as well.
Head on over to notlg.spreadshirt.com. Buy some shits. We needs.
Yes,
Money.
we needs. Buy some stuff. We have some new stuff in the works, so stay tuned.
Yeah,
for that.
we're thinking stuff
Racking our
through.
brains here.
Yeah. Can't be living off that Dean Ambrose thing.
Oh
much
no.
longer.
No. We're trying to come up with something different. And
something as unique as the two of us.
yes, and hopefully someone can. Yeah, we're working on it. Don't worry about it. Support TTR and all of the other podcasts. Become a Patreon. Patreon.com/NOTLG. For right now, it's just like donate some money to us, and we'll say thanks. But now, in the coming year, it'll be a little more Patreon esque. So stay tuned for that.
Patriotic.
Patreonics. I don't know. All right, so join us again next week. I'll talk about All In. Actually, I don't even know if I will be. I might see if I can record about All In before then. I'm not really sure. But anyway, there's only one thing.
Where do you even watch it?
You watch it on Fight.tv.
Okay.
All right, there's only one thing left to do, so Marianne, if you will...
Ring the bell. Please and thank you.
This has been a Night of the Living Geeks production. For more information and content, visit notlg.com.